Apple made an all-time high at 194.48 on the last trading day, Friday, June 30, becoming the first $3 trillion company market cap in history. And so in this video, we'll be analyzing unusual option activity that happened on June 30 to determine whether Apple will continue to make higher highs or will it pull back? Because if you look at the most popular technical indicator, the RSI, you'll see that it's overbought. But you'll also see that many times in the past few weeks, it has also been overbought. So it hasn't really helped predict a pullback that was significant enough because it continued to roar higher. And so if you got out of the trade at any time, you would have missed out. Okay. So we want to analyze unusual options data because we found that the data has been more predictive in stock price. And so without further ado, let's get right to it. So these unusual options, this is the tape, happened June 30, 1:15 p.m. You'll see 15,000 of them. This is December 15, 175 strike puts, okay? And if we take a look at the value, we can multiply that out and get a general idea of how much that was. 424 is $424. 15,000 contracts. It's about $6.36 million. Okay? And so what are they doing? All right, so let's take a look at the December 15th. That's 166 days away. Okay, so here it is, the 175s. Okay, you'll notice that the open interest is actually 15,200. Volume is 17,000. So it is possible that they were closing these orders and not necessarily opening new orders. So we'll have to wait for more data to come in. So make sure you are subscribed, hit the bell icon, and you'll be notified whenever we can make an update on this, whether this was opening or closing this week. If they were opening, they had bought these 175 strike puts, and if you analyze the trade, you'll see that this was a short position, right? As the current price of 194 goes down in price, which is on the x-axis, the profit loss curve increases profits since it's above the zero line here. That's profitable. Anything below is a loss. So this is the line, the zero line here. Okay. So and you'll also see that the Greeks, it's a negative 20 delta. So that's because it's a negative delta, that's obviously a short position going bearish. Okay. Keep in mind though, this is December 15. It is 166 days away. Okay. So let's take a look at what maybe would happen. What are people, is there any kind of unusual options maybe just this coming week that expires the end of the week, maybe the shorter term? So let's take a look. This is July 7th, right? Just 5 days away. Well, when the market opens tomorrow, it'll be only 4 days. So let's filter that out and look at the July 7th. What are any large investors? What are they doing? Okay. These also were showing up as when we didn't filter the dates we're going to ignore these because these are about $2, $1, $2, $1. These deltas are too low. So the value of this trade is essentially like this one is less than 10,000, right? So we're not going to focus on that. We'll look at this one here. This one has a greater value because this one is only $6 per contract. We're going to look at this one that's $750 per contract. Okay. This one is the 200 strike puts, right? 500 contracts. Okay. Let's take a look to see if these are opening or closing. 500. Here we have it. There was only 39 open interest. So we know since this is less than 500, these are opening trades. Okay. And since they bought this 200 strike put for, it was 750, you'll also see that it is a short position, bearish. Since it's 750, we can put that in just to see also where the break even is. So same situation here. It is a short. You'll see the curve is going up above the zero as the price goes down on the x-axis. Right? The break even at expiration is about 192 here. So that's at the end of the week. If it's below 192, this trade will be profitable. Right? However, if it starts moving sooner, it will be profitable sooner. Let's move the dates to June 2nd. Right? And you also see, because it expires the end of this week, there is that -9 theta decay. Okay, so it's a very risky trade. However, it will be very profitable. You'll see this -86 delta, basically like shorting 86 shares of Apple, but only having to pay a fraction of the price instead of the entire value, the share price. Okay. If we look at the value, you'll see here 750, right? And they did 500 contracts. This was only 375,000. Okay, not so much, but keep in mind this is just a 4-day trade. Once tomorrow market opens. But we have, two unusual options, one further dated out, one near term. They're both bearish. They're all shorts. But keep in mind, they could also be hedges because we don't know if these investors have stocks, because they could be buying puts because they have stocks and they're hedging their positions, right? For a potential pullback. And the question to ask is, well, if they have stocks and they're buying hedges, why are they buying hedges? Because they could also save that cost and let this ride higher without having to spend that money on the hedges too, right? So that's something to take into consideration, yeah, that's what our current analysis is on Apple. If you are interested in other stocks where we have a higher probability of accuracy, where we think the stock's price will move higher, we do have exclusive videos for that as we analyze other stocks with unusual options activity. Stocks that don't have so much activity and volume, that trades often, tend to give better and clearer data than stocks that have lots of trades, like Apple, lots and lots of volume, one of the most traded stocks in the market. And so to analyze that data, the results of that data, the outcome of that data is not necessarily as predictive and strong as the ones that we share with our members in our membership program. So if you're interested in that to diversify your portfolio, increase your profitability, click the join button on our channel homepage. We'll also show our trading strategies as well based on unusual options activity. Okay. As usual, please smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't. And take care, everybody, and good luck.